Hey people, welcome back to the channel where we don't just talk hip-hop, we study it. Today we're rewinding to 1991, the year A Tribe Called Quest dropped The Low End Theory. An album that didn't just bump in the clubs, it rewired how the world heard hip-hop. Stick around, because by the end of this video, I'm gonna tell you why this project quietly changed the entire culture, and maybe why we don't give it enough credit today. The early 90s were wild. Gangsta rap was taking over. The West Coast was flexing, and the charts were full of hard-edged records. But then came Tribe, Q-Tip, Phife Dawg, and Ali Shaheed Muhammad. Three young cats from Queens repping the native tongues movement. Instead of talking guns and corners, they talked groove and vibe. Instead of heavy synths, they used upright bass lines and dusty jazz samples. And when the Low End Theory dropped in September 91, it sounded like nothing else. Raw, jazzy, minimal, and warm. The kind of record that made you nod your head and think at the same time. Let's talk sound. The album lives in that pocket between hip-hop and jazz. Not the watered-down kind people labeled jazzy, but real jazz. Upright bass, live drum samples, smoky room texture. Excursions opens the album with Q-Tip, flowing like he's lecturing a class. Bugging Out locks you into that bass line that feels alive. Then comes Check the Rhyme, where Tip and Phife trade bars like a perfect call and response. And of course Scenario. That track was the explosion that put Busta Rhymes on the map. Under all that energy was a sonic blueprint that producers from Dr. Dre to J Dilla would later follow. Warm bass, crisp drums, and room for the vocals to breathe. But Tribe wasn't just about sound. They had a message. They talked about art, integrity, the industry, and life, without ever sounding preachy. On Rap Promoter, Q-Tip exposes the shady side of the game, before record label horror stories were even common. On Butter, Phife flips the player's story with honesty and humor. Vibes and Stuff reminds you to stay true to the craft. No shock tactics. No gimmicks. Just skill and soul. And think about it. How many albums from 1991 still sound this good today? Drop a comment below. What's the last project you heard that aged this well? Now let's talk influence. The Low End Theory didn't just change Tribe's career, it changed the entire direction of hip-hop. It bridged worlds. You can hear its fingerprints in everything from the Roots live band approach, to Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly. It showed that hip-hop could be intelligent and street at the same time. Even legends outside Tribe's circle, like Dre and Kanye, have cited this album as inspiration for how they structure and mix records. It wasn't just a vibe. It was a masterclass in production, balance, and identity. Over 30 years later, the Low End Theory still slaps. Not because it chases trends, but because it created one. It's the sound of black creativity at its freest, where jazz met hip-hop, and both got elevated. In an era of AI beats and fast food singles, Tribe's message hits harder than ever. Music should feel alive, real musicianship, real rhythm, real purpose, no shortcuts. So I'll ask you this, was the Low End Theory just a great album, or was it hip-hop's most important evolution? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if you respect Tribe's legacy, and subscribe for more deep dives into the classics that built this culture. I'm your host, and as always, don't shoot the messenger. Peace.